There's something about waiting that tests the very fabric of the soul. It stretches your faith, questions your beliefs, and presses against your patience. You pray, fast, work hard, and watch others move ahead while you feel forgotten. But hear this. This message is for the one who feels delayed, disappointed, or discouraged. The waiting doesn't mean God has denied you. It means He's doing something far deeper than you can see. Heaven is not silent, it's strategic. God's delays are not denials, they're investments. Every moment He holds back is filled with purpose, not punishment. When Jesus waited before going to Lazarus, it wasn't neglect, it was divine orchestration. He wasn't just going to heal a man, He was preparing to raise someone from the dead. What looked like abandonment was actually elevation. What seemed like rejection was resurrection in progress. Delays are designed to deepen you. They unearth what lies beneath the surface: fears, doubts, pride, and misplaced expectations. Just as the strongest trees spend years growing roots underground, God anchors your soul in seasons of delay. Before you bloom outwardly, He wants you grounded inwardly. Before you shine publicly, He molds you privately. The silence isn't God's absence. It's His strategy to make you unshakable. Abraham waited 25 years for Isaac. Joseph waited 13 years to see his dreams fulfilled. David was anointed as a boy but crowned as king years later. Even Jesus waited 30 years to step into His calling. Why? Because God honors process. He doesn't rush character development. Every waiting season is a training ground where faith is forged and destiny is defined. In delay, we learn patience that can't be microwaved. We learn obedience that continues despite the lack of visible progress. We learn to trust God's heart, not just chase His hand. We grow in humility, realizing we are not in control. And that's where true surrender begins. What you think is a delay is actually divine discipleship. It's not wasted time, it's holy time. Satan wants you to interpret delays as rejection. He whispers lies. You missed your chance. God doesn't care. You'll never get there. But that's false. Delays are not dead ends. They are divine pauses. God's not yet doesn't mean never. Don't let the enemy rewrite your faith story. Stand on the truth. God finishes what He starts. Sometimes God's silence is more profound than His answers. A pause is not a period. It's a comma in the sentence of your life. He's not ignoring you. He's orchestrating people, timing, and outcomes. Just like a parent doesn't hand car keys to a toddler, God withholds not out of cruelty, but because He knows what you're truly ready to carry. While you wait, don't wither, worship. Keep praying even when it feels repetitive. Keep praising even when you don't feel like it. Stay obedient to what God told you last. Fill your mind with His word and your mouth with His truth. And don't forget to encourage someone else. Often your breakthrough is tied to being a blessing in someone else's storm. You're not being punished, you're being prepared. The waiting room is the shaping room. God chisels pride, strengthens endurance, and installs compassion in you. When you finally step into the blessing, you'll have the maturity to handle it. He is not just working on the outcome, He's working on the one who will carry it. If you're weary, if your soul aches and your hope is fading, take a deep breath. Psalm 27:14 says, "Wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and He shall strengthen thine heart." You are not forgotten. God hears every whispered prayer and catches every tear. He's near to the brokenhearted, and He is sustaining you more than you realize. Think back. There was a job you didn't get, a relationship that fell apart, a door that closed. At the time, it crushed you. But now, you thank God. Because if He had answered then, you would have settled for less. What you saw as a setback was really a setup for something better. Delays often make sense only in hindsight, but they were never accidents. One of the hardest things is watching others thrive while you're still stuck. Engagements, promotions, launches, success. And there you are, still praying, still waiting, still wondering. But you are not left behind, you're being built. Don't compare timelines. God's plans for you are unique and perfectly timed. No one can receive what is meant for you. Comparison is a thief. It makes you doubt God's hand on your life. But your race is your race. The kingdom doesn't operate on earthly schedules. When it's your time, no one can block it, rush it, or replace it. Don T. Envy someone else is chapter 10 when you were still on chapter 3. Your delay is still part of a divine story. In Solomon's temple, every stone was carved in secret, out of sight, away from applause. By the time it arrived, it fit perfectly. God does the same with us. The silence, the obscurity, the time away from spotlight, those are the quarry days. Embrace them. When you step into your moment, it will be because you were shaped for it in private. Premature exposure can ruin what God wants to bless. The fig tree in Mark 11 looked fruitful but wasn't. It was cursed, not for being empty, but for pretending it was ready. Don't rush ahead of God. Let Him build your capacity to carry the blessing. A gift without character will collapse under pressure. Let Him finish the hidden work. God doesn't wear a watch. He operates from eternity. What seems late to us is always right on time for Him. Isaiah 60:22 declares, "When the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen." No striving, no forcing, just divine orchestration. He sees the beginning and the end at once. Trust His eternal clock. Delay is not disapproval, it is divine love in disguise. God waits not because He's indifferent, but because He sees what you cannot. He waits because He knows that blessing you prematurely could break you. The hold-up isn't a letdown, it's a lift-up coming in disguise. Some delays are not just preparation, they are protection. He closed that door not to punish you, but to preserve you. That unanswered prayer may have saved your life. That no was actually God's loudest yes to something greater. What you call frustration, God calls favor. There will be seasons when God won't explain. He'll just ask you to trust. His silence isn't His absence, it's an invitation. He's asking you to lean into Him, not your understanding. Sometimes understanding comes after obedience. Let go of needing to know and lean into knowing Him. Being hidden is a gift. It's in the hiding that God protects, prunes, and prepares. Hidden seasons feel lonely, but they're sacred. Don't curse the cave. That's where Moses met God. That's where Elijah heard the whisper. That's where Jesus prepared. Hidden doesn't mean forgotten, it means favored. Faith isn't proven in the victory, it's proven in the waiting. When you choose to believe despite the silence, that's real faith. When you worship while still wounded, that's worship in spirit and truth. Faith doesn't deny delay, it stands in it, declaring, "Though He slay me, yet will I trust Him." You're in a chapter, not the conclusion. Don't write your ending based on today's page. God is still writing. Every delay is a setup for greater glory. Keep turning the page, keep moving forward. The author of your story has never made a mistake, and He won't start with you. God often strengthens you in the stillness. The world may not see your fight, but God does. He honors unseen obedience, private faithfulness, and silent perseverance. Heaven keeps perfect records. You're not overlooked, you're being outfitted. You're not behind, you're becoming who you were born to be. This delay is not denial. It is divine, it is deliberate, and it will deliver you into destiny at the perfect time. Don't give up. Don't give in. Don't believe the lie that it's too late. When God moves, He redeems the time, and when He opens the door, no man can shut it. Trust Him. You will smile again.